Hey guys, how's it going, and welcome back to another episode. In today's episode, we are here in La Plancha, which is a brand new park that they built out here in Merida, Yucatan. In fact, it's not so new. It's kind of, about to have its 1 year anniversary. And why am I here today to film this walk and talk that you guys love so much? Well, it's because we're going to be talking about, what is it like to live out here in 2025. Now, I got out here in Mexico. I got out here to Merida, Yucatan, to Mexico, but I got out here to Merida, Yucatan specifically in 2018, around June of 2018, and things have changed dramatically. And one of the things that have changed dramatically has been like the addition of this humongous monster park, which we're about to embark on and take a little walk and talk about all the things about living in Merida in 2025. In fact, this whole area changed, not just the park, but even the streets, the buses, everything has changed. I think this was here before. In fact, I remember many years ago, before they fixed anything up here, I actually was riding my bicycle and I fell on the train tracks somewhere around where that motorcycle is, all the way over there. All right, hold on a second. Got a truck behind me. Oh! Yeah. Yeah, so what do you mean? And the train tracks got me. I survived. And yeah, things have changed a lot since then. And now, look at this. It's amazing. They got the new buses, the new bus stops here. They got the new park, new infrastructure. Now if I fall on my bike, well, it has nothing to do with the horrible streets and more to do with me. But with that said, again, a lot of things have changed out here. Again, here we are, Parque La Plancha. This is one of the many entrances to the park. Again, you can bring your bike out here, ride your bike. You can walk around the park. You can do many things. In fact, what I did is, since I live very close to here, I actually, parked my bike over there. You see, that's my bike there. That's the same one that I broke my ass on not too long ago, and the video that I showed you guys there, and I got here, I parked it, and here we are. We're at the park. So let's take a stroll through the park as we talk about what is it like to live out here in 2025. Because again, as I was saying, a lot of things have changed. I know for a lot of you guys that have been watching videos on living out here in Merida or living out here, things have changed. In fact, let's go this way. Hola, buenos días. Buenos días. Look at this. I guess they're gonna go on ahead and pull that garbage, but anywho's, yeah, they got like a whole landscaping crew. They're actually taking care of the park, because for a lot of people, when they built this park, a lot of locals, they were saying, it's like, well, let's see how long this lasts. Let's see if they actually maintain it and keep it up. And well, sure enough, they have. Again, it's been about a year since they inaugurated it. I remember when a year ago, when they first inaugurated this park, I came out here and I showed you guys. I think I came out here with Christian, and we filmed a few videos out here. And I went on ahead and showed you guys what it was back then, what it looked like back then. And here we are now in late December of 2024, talking about 2025 and beyond. And the reality is that there's a lot of things that have changed out here, and a lot of good things, and some bad things, but mostly good things. For example, one of the really good things that have changed is a lot of the infrastructure has definitely gotten better. I mean, look at this. It's like a little museum. Well, there's a lot of music in here, so I can't really, hang out here too much, all right? So, but anyways, look at this. It's like train museum. Oh, look, there's like a little food court here. But anyways, the infrastructure has changed a lot. So, there's been a lot of addition of brand new buses, and we've talked about this in, previous videos. Hold on. I just want to show you guys here real quick. All right, let me get out of here because the music is a little bit overbearing. But I did at least want to show you, kind of what we have here. Hopefully, I can kind of cover up the music. But yeah, so everyone's kind of getting ready for the people coming at night. It's Friday night. Today is Friday afternoon. That's why there's nobody at the park here. Just, again, regular park folk. But yeah, this is really big. Yeah, when I first came here in December of last year, so a year ago, this thing was still not open and still not available to hang out in. But now it's open and available for for everyone. They got ATMs, they got everything. It's amazing. Wow, nice little food court. And some of the places are open right now, and some of the places are basically gonna, you know, really ramp up later tonight. So this place at night, you know, really lights up, and there's tons of people and tons of action, tons of things going on here all the time. And you know, again, the security, you know, a lot of safety out here, a lot of safety in this city. That has not changed. You know, in fact, if anything, as things get dangerous and crazier around the world, safety here has maintained the same. You know, very, very safe to be out here. But anyway, so, you know, the infrastructure's changed a lot. We've talked about this. As I was saying, you know, earlier, sorry, I got a little distracted with the food. I like to eat, what can I say? All right, so but anyways, I was saying the buses have changed a lot, and I've shown you guys, you know, we've gone on the brand new Va-E-Ven, you know, brand new electric buses that have taken us as far as like Uman and further. We've taken you on the train Maya, we've taken you on the tram to get to the Tren Maya. So we've taken you, so all those is brand new additions. We didn't have no train system, you know, we didn't have the tram, you know, we didn't have those electric buses. All the buses, all the infrastructure was very lacking. In fact, if you watch my older videos, you know, 6 years ago, I used to complain about that all the time, because I used to ride the bus back then because I didn't have much of a choice as to my transportation. I couldn't even afford Ubers or anything. So look at that, see all these so throughout the park, this is a huge park, but there's tons of things for the kids, you know, and families to come and gather. And as you can see, this is from Christmas here. We just celebrated. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. All right, anyway, so so hope you guys had a wonderful holiday season out here. It's a lot to see. I like the little pool here, a little water pool. They're cleaning the pool over there, getting it ready for later. There's even more water back over there, so let's just keep walking that way, past the manger set over here and all that stuff. You got all the holiday things from leftover. But anyway, so now that you know, the buses are amazing. You know, the buses can get you anywhere and everywhere. Again, as I've shown you multiple times, and the infrastructure has changed a lot, and it's gotten so much better. Again, not just the buses. I don't want to keep harping about the buses here. The airport has changed a lot. You know, again, I fly out of here all the time. You know, we go to Guadalajara, we go to Mexico City, we go to many places, and you know, every time we go to the airport out here, it just keeps getting better and better and easier and nicer. And now they even have buses, you know, again, the buses and the trams, you know, that basically go out to the airport and back, so for even easier transportation options. Now, you know, again, when you come out to this city or any city in Mexico, for the most part, any major city, you know, let's go around this way. Well, you know what, let's see, can I go this way? So let's go around the other way. Let's go this way. All right, there's just so much to see. I'm trying to see what would be the best. All right, we just kind of came through there. Let's go this way so I can show you the auditorium over there. Sorry, just so much to see, so much to do out here in this park. And I'm really happy to see the water's clear. I'm really happy to see everything's nice and clean. Look at all the plants, look at all the trees, look at all the green, nice and manicured lawns. Happy to see this. And so looking all the way over there, that's like the other half of the park. We'll hopefully end up going that way. At the very least, you can watch my other videos so you guys can see more of you know, me biking around you know, the park and other areas. And you know, I'm just keeping the camera fixated in this direction real quick so you can see the tram. That's one of the new, you know, trams that, again, they have the tram station here in this park. So you can get on that tram right there, and it'll take you to the Mayan train stations and take you to other places around the city. So as I was saying, you know, I mean, not only has the infrastructure, you know, definitely, you know, has a major upgrade, but even getting around the city as a whole, you know, when it comes to like even just getting a car, an Uber, you know, all those things, you know, more people now these days have electric bikes. You know, that's the thing. We just bought an electric bike. It's awesome. And you know, I got here on my regular bike to get some exercise. You can walk, you can do all those things. And again, it's a very walkable city, very bikeable city. It is very hot out here right now. We're filming this in winter and it's 80 degrees and we're cold out here for the locals, but for a lot of people that are not from here, you know, this is still very hot and very warm. So just prepare for the hot summers and things like that. So again, speaking of weather, that's a main reason why, you know, again, living here in 2025 is still, you know, an amazing option for many people, because think about it, you know what I mean? You're coming out here to live in paradise. And so for a lot of people, remember, a lot of people move out to warm climate areas, you know, such as Miami, Florida, and you know, many other warm climate areas, and they enjoy the hot weather, they enjoy the beaches, they enjoy everything that comes with that. And so this is one of those places where again, outside of you being a local and used to the heat, you know, right now in the winter it's summer compared to where you're from. And so for a lot of people, the weather's an amazing reason to come out here, and that has not changed at all. All right, so the weather's always a great option, you know, a great reason to be out here, and that's not changed at all. You know, if anything, gotten a little bit more acclimated to the weather out here the longer you are out here. So look at this auditorium, isn't it pretty cool? So they were here at night, they have concerts, you know, they'll have trapeze artists, they'll have circuses, they'll have all kinds of things. It's pretty crazy, it's pretty amazing, you know, all the things that they been able to do here. So, you know, just like this huge park La Plancha, there are many other parks, you know, and other areas like this that have been, you know, popping up and growing, you know, throughout the city. So this is just like the biggest project of them all. See, I'm looking at the venue here. Hola, buenos días. Probably some famous artist looking at the venue to do some sort of some work, which is pretty cool. So, all right. But yeah, so, you know, the city has definitely changed a lot, because I remember when I first came out here, again, 6.5 years ago plus, I thought that I was in Cuba. I thought I was in a third world country. I am not gonna lie. And it wasn't until I started exploring the city and going to like the north of the city and seeing, oh, okay, wait a minute, this is, you know, just like any other normal respectable city, you know, in the world. But as the years have gone on here, this city has changed a lot. A lot of gentrification, you know, most of the gentrification has been welcomed. A lot of things have changed when it comes to the infrastructure, not just the parks. You know, for example, on Calle 47, which is really close to here, they turned that whole street, which is in the middle of El Centro and Paseo Montejo, in between two major tourist areas. They turned that whole street into a giant restaurant corridor. They upgraded Paseo Montejo, they added bike lanes. In fact, they added bike lanes all over the city. There was no bike lanes before. Same as at Centro, they renovated at Centro. Some people, you know, were happy about that and weren't happy about that. In fact, I'm gonna link a video at the end of this one so you guys can get more information on that, you know, because again, I'm telling you what it's like to live out here right now. I live out here right now. A lot of people live out here right now. People love it out here. But again, I made a video a while ago, not too long ago, about whether or not it's still worth it to live out here. So that's another question, you know. So again, you can ride your bike just about anywhere here. I usually come out here and ride my bike. I wanted to ride my bike and talking bike, but I realized throughout the years that's not a good that's not that good, because the sound isn't as good as I would like it. So that's why I just decided to, you know, ride my bike like I usually do out here, and then just take a walk instead, and have you guys join me and point the camera forward as I usually do, so you guys can take a look at the beauty that is this park, this area of the city at the moment. And you know, you don't have to look at my face. But anyways, all right, sorry I rant on too much sometimes. So again, besides the better infrastructure such as the parks, the restaurant corridor at Centro, and so many other areas that have been increased and gotten better, you know, again, and the mass transit and all this other stuff, you know, another really cool aspect about, you know, living out here in Merida in 2025 is the fact that it's a lot easier than it used to be. Because, for example, when I first moved here, you know, not only did amenities like this amazing park and so many other beautiful, amazing amenities did not exist yet, but there was no YouTubers out there at all, no other kind of influence, you know, no kind of other, you know, information out there on, you know, what it is to, you know, live in Mexico, move to Mexico, let alone live in Merida, move to Merida. And this is why when I moved out here, I figured, Oh, that's cool. Let's go out here. I figured that'd be pretty funny if I fall in the water, right? I figured it'd be a great idea to go on ahead and start filming my experience of you know, how I got here, and I survived with only $1,500 US left to my name, and you know, everything that came with that. So anyways, that turned into a whole thing where now, you know, there's a bunch of other YouTubers doing the same thing or trying to tell people the same thing or whatever it is. And that makes it easier for you, because it's like before, when I came out here, or even when you came out here, you know, a lot of people that have been here for years, you know, there was not that much info or help, except for me maybe, and a few other YouTubers around Mexico. But nowadays, not only are there like 700 YouTubers here in Merida alone, but there's like thousands, you know, all over Mexico, which is pretty incredible. But hey, makes it easier for you, and also allows me to, you know, make other kinds of content like what you've been enjoying, because, well, since everyone's in a sense, you know, copying me, or in a sense, you know, giving you a lot of useful information to help you along your way to moving out here, getting out here. In fact, a lot of people have been capitalizing on all that, and you know, making money off the situation, which is fine. You know, it is what it is. I'm all about business, but all I'm saying is that makes it so much easier for you. So by the way, again, I'm sure some of you guys have recognized this here from a previous episode where we took the tram, and the tram took us to the train Maya, and we took it to Mashcanu, and we had some fun out there. So well, just wanted to, you know, show you guys, for some of you guys that haven't seen this. Again, if you want to see the full episode, I'll link that at the end of this one. Look at that. And those are the trams and the buses and the people waiting and all that stuff. So, all right. Get a little walking tour of the area here. So, but yeah, at the end of the day, it's just so much easier these days to move out here, because back in the day when I moved out here, you know, I was very scared. I had a lot of, whatchamacallit, a lot of apprehension, you know, about coming out here. I, you know, believed a lot of the news and propaganda and everything that was out there about what it is to, you know, live out here and be out here in Mexico. And well, you know, I was able to find out for myself after living out here that a lot of it was not true, and I've been able to relay that to you guys and show you guys, you know, how things really are out here. And so that's the thing. And so now these days, you know, it's so awesome, because it's like I see so many videos, so many people showing you the amazing beauty of Mexico, the amazing beauty of Merida, the Yucatan, and everywhere. Seems like almost every single state in Mexico has their own YouTubers and their own information. And so things have just changed, you know, dramatically in that sense. And that's great. That's awesome, because now it's not as intimidating. It's not as difficult. In fact, it's a lot easier. And therefore, well, more and more people are coming out here in droves. And so that's, you know, also part of that. Another situation, I mean, with this, you know, for a lot of people out there, the reason they didn't want to move out here, move to Mexico, move to another country, is because, well, they're scared. Not only about the language barrier, you know, I think that goes without saying that, you know, for a lot of people, you know, without the, you know, the whole, one of the, yeah, the whole language barrier thing, you know, that's like a big, you know, kind of barrier for people. Meaning, you know, they come out here, you know, they don't want to come to another country, not just Mexico, but any country. I guess you can rent these bicycles. Oh, that's pretty cool. Anyways, a lot of people don't want to come to another country simply because, you know, they're afraid that they're not going to be able to communicate correctly and all this other stuff. So, you know, one of the major components that a lot of people look into, here's like a parking lot, by the way. I know there's a little off key, you know, for people are wondering. Yes, you can bring your car. Yes, they got electric car charging stations out here as well. So they have Teslas, they got electric cars out here. I think the electric station is on the other side, on the other parking lot, whatever. Anyways, and so a lot of people, you know, they worry about that. So, you know, one of the main things that they look into is finding other expats, you know, making sure that there's a big expat enclave, or a big expat community, I mean, from which they can hang out with, talk with, do things with, and you know, all that stuff. Look, it's a big skate park. So again, when I came out here a year ago and they were inaugurating the park, this place was packed and full of people, and you know, so was this park, and so were many areas out here. But yeah, let's keep going. I think I gotta stop soon to change the batteries, and then we're gonna continue on our path. But let's see if we can find somewhere to sit down while we continue talking about these things. So as I said, you know, out here in Merida, it's one of those cities that when I first came out here, it had a little bit of a expat community, but now it's a big expat community. All right, guys, we're back. Yeah, sorry about that, battery ran out. So yeah, let's get back on path. All right, so we were coming kind of down that direction, took a little break over there in the little food court, and now we're back on our way. In fact, I was thinking of heading back towards where my bicycle is and then taking it to the other part of the park, so that way you guys can see the other part of the park. Wow. You know, we just continue this, you know, walk and talk and continue discussing all the awesomeness. Look at that, awesome. All right. The duck is famous. All right. So, you know, another awesome thing about, you know, living out here in this particular city and continuing, you know, 2025 going forward and all that is the safety. You know, this is literally the safest city in all of Mexico. But not just the safest city in all of Mexico, but it's also the safest, second safest city in all the Americas. In fact, you know, I don't know the exact statistics, you know, but recently I saw some, you know, statistical thing there, and there was a top 10 safest cities in the Americas. And I'm talking about everywhere from the tippy top, Alaska, Canada, you know, all the way down to Argentina. All right. So the safest cities in all the Americas, the top 10. And like 5 of those cities were in Mexico, which was extremely surprising. And you know, obviously Merida is on the top of that list. So this area, very, very, very safe, extremely safe. And so because it's so safe, you know, again, that's another reason a lot of people are moving out here. Again, as things are getting a little cray-cray, as the kids say these days, you know, in other parts of Mexico or other parts of the world, really. Again, Mexico's fine. But why do I say other parts of Mexico? Is because, well, we can't you know, avoid talking about the elephant in the room, that, you know, there is violence out here in this country. There are things like, you know, the cartels and all that, but you know, those areas are very far away from most of the metropolitan areas and most of the areas that most people want to live in. So therefore you really got nothing to worry about in that sense. And because of that, you know, a lot of people, a lot of Mexicans coming from areas that are more unsafe, you know, a lot more dangerous, you know, they're moving out here. So there's a lot of foreigners moving out here, you know, meaning a lot of Mexican foreigners. So a lot of Mexicans from other parts of Mexico moving here, besides expats, you know, so besides Canadians, besides Americans, besides other foreigners from other parts of the world, there's all kinds of people that are moving out here. So, you know, that's another thing too, where the city is now becoming even more and more international, more and more you know, just bigger, and all kinds of awesome things are coming here, meaning, you know, now we got Korean food, you know, now we got you know, more you know, steakhouses, barbecue places, you know, all these things that we didn't have before, you know, and there's more of an international flair that keeps, you know, popping up and growing throughout the city. So that's another awesome thing. All right, so we're here. All right, we're about to get on the bike and take a short little ride to the other side of the park. I'm gonna bring you with me so you guys can see it, and then once we get there, we'll continue the walk and talk. All right, so we can finish off this list. But I want to take you a little bit on a bike ride here so you guys can just, you know, get an idea of where we're at and how to get from point A to point B here. And you can see the you know, how big this park is. In fact, I'm going to put a link in the description of exactly where this park is in the city. And with that said, there's my automobile, or my vehicle, as the kids say. I don't know what kids say, but anyways, there's my bike. Let's get on the bike and let's get to the other side of the park. right, I hope you guys enjoyed the bike ride. All right, as you guys can see, we parked our bike right there at the many bike parking locations throughout. Again, more regular parking over here, all the way down at the end is the electric stations for the electric cars, and so on and so forth. So I'm just gonna take a little quick walk around this area, just to finish off the video, and basically show you this little area here. There's the old buses, for anyone that wasn't acclimated. So that was part of the improvement. Okay, as you guys already seen the newer buses, and I'm sure you've seen the old buses before too, if you've seen enough of my videos. But again, as I was talking about earlier, this is a very family friendly country, very family friendly city. Throughout the whole park, you've seen many of these kid playgrounds all over the place. All right, and it says right there, no alcohol, no drugs, none of that stuff. You'll definitely get in trouble. There's a big no-no. So again, just keeping with the whole family friendly vibe, and if you keep going that way, you're gonna get to the art school, the art school that Christian graduated from, and she's been teaching at and all that stuff for a while now. But again, it's all the way at the end there. And look at that beautiful dog. Amazing. So all right, let's see if we can cut through here so we can show you a little bit more of this area here of the park. But yeah, long story short, as I was saying earlier, this living in Merida, this is what living in Merida, and there's like a big fountain that turns on. But anyways, yeah, living in Merida in 2025, it's amazing. It's even more amazing than it was before. Now I get it, there's a lot of people out there that might say otherwise. Beautiful fountain. Again, just kind of green area on that way. Let's go through here. There's more park stuff. Again, seating, picnics area, all that stuff. But yeah, living out here in Merida these days is amazing. That's just the true reality of it. And for a lot of people, they don't welcome a lot of these improvements. But for most people, the good majority of people, if you really ask the majority of locals, the majority of the people that have moved here throughout the years, whether they've been Mexican foreigners or other expats and foreigners like myself and you, most of us have been very happy with the improvements. In fact, for many people out there that are not that happy with the improvements, they can simply move to another part of the state or another part of the region. They can go on ahead and move out to like Campeche, as we showed you guys in Campeche. We're going to be showing you more. We plan on going out there more. Campeche is what Merida was like 30 years ago, 20 years ago. So for people that are still looking for that vibe and looking for that kind of lifestyle, then for sure, it's still out there. But Merida has definitely grown, definitely become a very important city out here in the region now, even more important than ever before. Very modern, with a lot of modern amenities, modern luxuries, everything. And this place is just going to continue growing because there's a big economic boom that is hitting the whole country, that is hitting this region in particular, a big real estate boom, a big boom in general. And so for example, I'll do like real estate videos out here, and I show properties of all prices, and I get reactions of all kinds of reactions, from all kinds of people, where some people think it's crazy expensive, overpriced, and other people think it's a complete opposite, where it's like an amazing deal, a great deal, an awesome deal. And it all depends on who you ask, where they're coming from, what they're looking for, and so many things like that. But in my opinion, it's still amazing. It's still a deal. Forget the price. It's just so many other things about living out here. As a former Floridian, I was born and raised in Florida, born and raised in Miami, been all over Florida, been all over the US, been all over the country. And yeah, no way, this place is awesome. This place is what Florida was or is. It's a very close comparison to Florida in many aspects, and especially South Florida. That's why I love it so much. That's why I've been here so long and continue to be here for, again, I don't know, who knows how long I'll be here, but I'm definitely not going anywhere anytime soon. And even if I go away, I can't stay away like many of you guys. Many of you guys, leave and come back, you know, or leave, you know, temporarily, and you know, always you know, trying to find a better place or better horizons, and always end up coming back here. And you know, kind of like the same thing with Florida, you know. It's again, it's all, a lot of it has to do with the weather and the vibes. And you know, out here, you know, definitely different vibes than the rest of Mexico, that is for sure. And for some people it's amazing, and for some people not so much. But what is it like living out here in 2025? Well, I'm telling you, it's a lot better than it was living here in 2028, all right? Or 2018, sorry. Even though it doesn't seem like it's hot, it's hot. And the sun is hitting my brain. It's already starting to fry a little bit more than usual. So it's time to start wrapping this up. But at the end of the day, it's a million times better, in my opinion. You know, this city has grown exponentially, and sure, it has its growing pains. There are still, you know, problems with the city. There's still problems with the, you know, many things of living out here. But you know, as each day goes on, as the years go on, this place keeps getting better and better and better, and more acclimated to the influx of so many people that want to also come live out here and experience, you know, the awesomeness of what it is to, you know, be, you know, living out here in this amazing place. And so, you know, for a lot of people, you know, the follow-up question is it still worth it to live out here in Merida, Yucatan? And long story short, in my opinion, yes, it is. But as you guys know, I can get very long-winded, and I actually have a full video that I did on that, and I'm going to link it at the end of this one, and you can watch it as soon as we're done here. So speaking of which, we're done here. So gotta get out of here. I'm exhausted. I gotta go home. Thanks again for watching. Don't forget to please like, please subscribe, please share, please hit the bell icon, but more importantly than anything else, please stay awesome. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye, guys.